Good morning everybody and welcome back to Universal Islands of Adventure. Day 2 here from the park. Yes, I will be at Universal Studios Florida, don't you worry, I promise that I'll get a vlog from there. But I wanted to come back here, 2 days at this park, one of my favourite parks in the world, home to some of the best rides in the world. You've got VelociCoaster, HAGRID'S, Motorbike, you got other rides like Spider-Man, you got Hulk, you got King Kong, River Adventure, you name it, Forbidden Journey, Cat and the Hat. You got a lot of rides here, a lot I haven't done for the vlog, so yeah, day 2 vlogs warranted. Yes, Universal Studios will be next, but yeah, back here at Islands of Adventure, it should be a good day. I'm here about 7:15 for early entry. You want to kind of beat the rush to HAGRID'S, because I want to start there today, set the VelociCoaster, get a night ride as well. Already got the other 2 on VelociCoaster, a morning ride and a night ride, so I thought I'd start with HAGRID'S, so let's try and beat the rush there. A bit of deja vu for people who watched the day 1 vlog from Islands of Adventure. Love that entrance music to this park, it's so good. Port of entry, one of the best entrances in the world. I know I showed you this in the day 1 vlog, but that music's just incredible, isn't it? I think they've still got it on Spotify, I could be totally wrong. And that's so iconic, isn't it? The lighthouse, the Islands of Adventure lighthouse is just amazing. I've got here about 7:05, maybe 7:10 for early entry. Early entry is at 8 o'clock. But you've got to be a bit early if you want to be in front of the crowd to HAGRID'S. Today I will be doing HAGRID'S first thing, unlike VelociCoaster the other day. So yeah, I really want to be the rush really. I don't really need to do it because I've been on it before, but I want to be able to get a short time on VelociCoaster straight after, which should be possible. So let's wait for early entry.
Right here.
Here we are, just got to put our stuff in the lockers first. A lot of people get in front of me there, but it's alright, I sped up. Yeah, let's get in the queue, probably about 20 minutes I reckon if I had to guess. Bit frustrating you have to do this, but oh well. It's so frustrating that I can't get any shots of you of HAGRID'S. I can, but you have to walk up the exit, and I really want to get over to VelociCoaster, maybe get 1 or 2 rides on this intimate beast. I love HAGRID'S, it's such a fun ride. It's so fun, but you can't really see much of it off-ride, can you? You can only really see that first launch and that first turn after the launch. But the theming's absolutely incredible. Couldn't take any pictures really because of the low light. For some reason my iPhone is not really taking very good pictures in the dark, so I've got a couple of pictures, I'll maybe put them in now. But yeah, on to VelociCoaster after a very fun ride on HAGRID'S with a great theming in the queue line. I did walk through the main queue line so I could see the theming. Luckily the single rider wasn't open, even though I saw someone cut underneath. So yeah, nice fun start today. I'll get back on that later on, hopefully get a couple of shots of it later on, if I remember, and get a night ride. But onto this intimate beast.
Provide to see these raptors in close proximity.
That coaster will never get old. It hits every time. That first half, like I said in the day 1 vlog, that first half is so underrated. You get all the forces, you get positive, you get negative G, you get laterals, chuck side to side. It's just epic air time. It's just got, it's perfect. It's a perfect world, isn't it, really, for a roller coaster? I say perfect, nothing's perfect, but most of it is. It's got that intimate shake. Yeah, but it's still fantastic. There's only that little shake in a couple of places. But the top hat, the second hat, the stall, the Mosasaurus, which I love, don't get me wrong. But it's not my favourite part of the ride. I think the top hat, and maybe even the first hat. A lot of people don't prefer the first hat. But this just does it all, doesn't it? And I love this area. You got the Jurassic World logo over there. You saw a little bit of the queue line. Just even these bits, these statues when you come into the area. Absolutely amazing. They've got 2 rides on, back row and the second row. Near the front, it's just as good. But I say just as good. It's not as good as the back row, but it's an incredible ride no matter where you sit. So yeah, I'm going to make my way on the park. Was it anti-clockwise, I think? Over to River Adventure when it opens in a couple of minutes. And yeah, hopefully it's running because it's been unreliable the last few days. I think I timed it perfectly. 9:01. They opened the holding area for Jurassic Park. I'll say Jurassic Park, I mean the area to get down there. They hold you just before the Discovery Centre, just beside it. Yeah, I've just timed that perfectly. 2 rides on the VelociCoaster, 1 on HAGRID'S. Great start to the day. Great start to the day because obviously you wake up quicker. I can't get over how good VelociCoaster is. It's got better every visit for me. I can look past its failings or its downsides, like it's shakiness in spots, but it doesn't matter. Like the little shuffle from side to side just as you enter the Mosasaurus, it doesn't matter because you're already enjoying yourself. You're distracted. Yeah. This is crazy you can get to perfect. If that was gloss smooth, it'd be a perfect ride. It's a great entrance sign, isn't it, to River Adventure? I tried to come in here the other day. I think it was on the vlog, I can't remember, and it broke down after waiting for about 5 minutes. And they told me that there's no single rider, even though it said it there at the entrance. But yeah, just express a normal queue at the moment. I have done this using single rider. It's very rarely that I use the standby line. There's a lot of cattle petting available there if it does get busy, but it rarely does. I've never seen anything past half an hour for this. But it's so good, the landscaping around here. It's a shame it's getting so unreliable. I can see them re-theming it, although it's quite popular, isn't it, Jurassic Park? Maybe if VelociCoaster is. Then maybe they do need to theme it around Jurassic World because VelociCoaster is such a huge investment. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be wetting in this cow pen. But the operations are really good at these parks anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm straight to the station, so it's basically walk on. Let's go on River Adventure at Jurassic Park. Great op cabin. Yeah, I don't talk about op cabins too much, do I? VelociCoaster has a great one too. River Adventure is so good, isn't it? It's so much fun. Yes, it's a boat ride and just one drop, but the theming's amazing. You got all the animatronics, you got that big entrance door. As it splashes behind me, that big entrance door into Jurassic Park, all those animatronics down this side. I wish there was a couple more animatronics on the right side. That is what it is. You got the lovely music, it's nice and refreshing sometimes, you get a little bit wetter here and there. But then you get towards the raptor entertainment zone. You think you're not going to go in there, but you are. But then you turn left, go in there, all the theming's fantastic. It's all like industrial. It's got the box, I think the raptor's in that box that shakes. And someone was in front of it, it really surprised them. They thought actually we was going to come lower. But yeah, I knew that was coming, so that was alright. So that's a fun little gimmick. And then you go up the lift hill, you got like a broken op cabin with a dinosaur in there. Well, that's after the first one, that one's at the top. And you go around, you get again, the operations are fantastic. You get squared by these 2 dinosaurs, I don't know the name of them, but it's nice and refreshing actually, so I welcome that, that's pretty good. And then you see like the massive T-Rex animatronic in front of you at the top of the drop. That's just so good, it's surprising me every time. The quality is fantastic, how it moves is great. Overall it's very good, and the drop, you get fairly wet, you don't get too wet. So you can take your bag on with you if you're brave enough. I did, and I was alright, I came off alright, all my equipment's fine, so yeah. Good start to the day on HAGRID'S VelociCoaster and Jurassic Park River Adventure. Very good.
this.
It's such a shame about Skull Island Reno Kong because the facade, the show building is fantastic from the outside. The queue line's great, as you saw a few clips from there, and the entrance lighting, as you said, fantastic. But the ride system doesn't do it justice. The actual experience, not at all, because they cut the left turn out of the station out. Like, you don't do the outdoor bit anymore, or I don't know why. And also, they did cut the 3D recently. The quality of the video is fine on the screens, but with 3D it'd just be a bit more immersive. Just look at that facade there, that outside of the building. It's just epic, and this is the bit they've cut just to the other side of this fence here. It's a shame really, because that's the highlight of the ride really, the queue and the outside of the building, the facade. I really wish it was a bit longer as well, and it wasn't so heavily focused on the it's a static vehicle that moves left to right, moves up and down a little bit on the spot. I wish it just went around a bit more, or a bit more interactive, and it wasn't just heavily reliant on screens, but it is what it is. Hopefully they re-theme it to another ride, hopefully they theme it into Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, because it's already got dinosaurs kind of in the theme, or that's part of Kong really, isn't it, so ignore that. So yeah, on to the next ride. I'll maybe do that once to visit just to see the theming again. It's such a shame, because it has great music as well, but it's a bit lackluster. Well, the majority of it is. And straight on to the next ride. It's only 20 to 10. River Falls next. This is crazy later on in the year. I think it's October. The start date that is. It's such a well themed ride. I'll show you another shot of the drop in a minute after I get off, but just look at it. It's very colourful. Toon Lagoon. It's one of the areas of the park that kind of doesn't really feel right for some reason, even though it looks fantastic. I think it's a very short wait as well. Oh, a little bit of music there. Just look at the bits here. Most of the layout's behind the building there, the show building. I do think it looks epic. There's a bit of a nightmare getting into the boats, but I'll tell you about that when I get off. Well, that was wet. I do love a ride on River Falls. It was a walk on, basically the 5-minute advertised time was just walk around the main queue. Yeah, it's really good actually. It's a shame about some of the indoor parts. Some of it's quite bare. Years past I've seen lots of gum littered around that. That might be a different ride I'm thinking about. But the operations are fantastic. They got like a little switchboard thingy up there. I don't know what the professional name is for it, but it alternates between sides, as you can see. There's basically one main track for the majority of the layout at the back there. And then it switches depending on how busy it is down by the unload station down there. But yeah, it's fairly solid. You do get fairly well on that. And there's a lot of good set pieces. The queue line's fantastic. The outside, the exterior here is really good. And yeah, it's just a shame about some of the indoor sections. It's quite better. But other than that, yeah, fairly solid. I wonder what they're doing for the refurbishment. Maybe they're adding more stuff. Maybe they're refurbishing the current theming, the boats. I don't know. But the operations are fantastic. And I've done so much. It's only 20 past 10. I've done nearly everything I want to do. There's 2 or 3 things to do. Yeah, on to the next thing. Probably going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe Popeyes. I'll be honest with you, I actually went on Popeye after River Falls, basically straight away, because of the storage situation. I didn't really trust carrying my stuff on River Falls or doing it on Popeye, so I left it in a locker. They do charge for these ones, which is really frustrating, so I went straight from River Falls over to Popeye. Got straight on, walk around the big queue. You have to walk around all of it, there's no shortcut, and yeah, it's a soaker, but I got very lucky. The 2 people on with me, the couple on with me there, we had 3 people on, they got way more soaked than I did. In the past I have got soaked. I do like the effect staying on, like the water jets, like the big like waterfall that stays on. Normally they turn off, don't they? Yeah, but it's such a good ride, Popeye. If you really want to refresh, really want to cool down, which is most of the time here in Florida, then Popeye is a very good ride. A lot of people wear ponchos, I think. I personally think that if you're going to go on the water, the whole point is you're going to get wet. That's the whole point of it. So why wear a poncho to not get wet? What's the point of water rides then if you're doing that? But at least what it is, people can do what they like. I really enjoy it. I probably wouldn't have done it if it was colder, but the majority of the time here in Florida, it isn't cold. And even in January, it can be in the 20s, so yeah, very good 2 rides that I had to do them back to back for obvious reasons. But yeah, great start to the day so far. Just as I mentioned there over at Ripsaw Falls, great start to the day. I got Hulk and Spider-Man and stuff in Sue standing, but I've already done Hulk and Spider-Man before. I've just not given you a review, so we'll probably do those next. I've come down here to the Olive Garden before I go over to the other rides, and I never realised I could get these views of VelociCoaster. So many great views. Oh, here it comes again down the main launch. Yeah, it's a great view of that launch and the top hat. It's amazing views, and even better, the Motosaurus roll. Right there, see all the rest of the layout kind of. It's such a good view. I need to spend more time down there because it's awesome. Right by the lake as well, so there's a little bit of a breeze. I can't get over how good that view is though. And you can see the blue lights of the train just as they're coming down this second launch, which is very good. Yeah, very good ending there as well. That's underrated, that ending part. You're still lifted out of your seat all the way till the end. But yeah, down here at Olive Garden, I think I got the name right. I think that's what I saw on this sign. I never really thought about coming down here because I thought it was some sort of restaurant that I was blocked off from. But yeah, very sunny again. You can see Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket there in the distance at Studios, and you got the Seuss trolley in front of it. I need to do that. Yeah, great view. Operations are fantastic on all the rides so far. So we're now entering Marvel Superhero Island, and this here on the right, I've just come from the Popeyes Wet 8 direction. This is where I had to enter last time because they had the facade all closed off, and I think they're closing that again soon for renovation. But so that's where we ended last time. When I last visited, I think it was February. And you walk down here, they had a lot of construction walls up here before. I remember some being here. I don't know what they were doing, maybe redoing the flooring. And normally they have a lot of characters out, but it's quite early, it's still only about 10:30. So we've got all day to 8 o'clock at night. It is Halloween Horror Nights again today, so it'll probably get a bit busier at the end of the day. I do like the music, it's fantastic. And this is my go-to mobile order restaurant. I think it's Captain America's Diner. It just does this standard theme park food. I just find it much better than all the other ones. I know you can only do chicken tenders a certain number of times, but for some reason in there they just taste better. Yeah, lots of food tastes, lots of drinks. And while they've got amazing Adventure Spider-Man's entrance here, I'm going to ride it, and I would have rode it anyway, even if it was the other side of the building. But yeah, I think it says 15 minutes, normally it's about 10. It's not always matching what it says. So yeah, Adventures of Spider-Man. I think I showed you this in the day one vlog, but let's have another go.
Stealing the Statue of Liberty. In all my years as a newsman, I've never seen...
I waited just under 10 minutes in the main queue. There was a fair few people in there, but the queue kept moving. The operations are fantastic. I think they load 1 or 2 at once. I think it might be 2, the pods. Yeah, I really like that because I liked Spider-Man when I was younger. I don't know too much about it, but I just genuinely liked it. I like watching it. Not that I had a fan of it or anything of any particular franchise, but that's really good. You had Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus. You had, I don't know his name, but he shocks you. But I really like that effect where he shocks you and it vibrates a lot. That's very good. I obviously got the water one. I really don't know the names of the villains, so I should know that. But yeah, Spider-Man is fairly solid. It's a classic ride. You can't go really wrong with it, to be honest. Not many dark rides beat it, considering its age. So yeah, it's very good. If you like Spider-Man, you're going to like all the characters in there, all the villains he's up against. Yeah, Marvel Superhero Island, very bright. I hope they keep this part of the park for a while, because it mixes it up a bit. I know it's all brightly coloured, it's not as themed as all the... When I say not as themed, what I mean is it kind of doesn't fit really with the rest of the park, if you know what I mean. That kind of sounds weird, doesn't it, to say? I'm probably talking gibberish. Because you got Jurassic World with VelociCoaster, it's kind of a way different theme. I suppose I'm talking a load of rubbish now, aren't I? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm talking a load of rubbish. You can ignore everything I just said. But some of these lines, some of them just feel it off, even though they're brilliant in their own right. But I can see them keeping this one. Not like Toon Lagoon and Seuss Landing. But here we are. Doctor Doom is fearful. I'm not a massive fan of drop towers, mainly because they give me a bit of a butterfly sensation still. I don't get that on roller coasters anymore, luckily. But let's go on this. I have done it before many years, well, not many years ago, but maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It has got a sing writer as well, but I'm not sure I might need it.
Considered act of defiance and will be met with swift and unyielding retaliation. And once again, welcome.
Initiating operational program 402. Initiating citizens and visitors.
Ooh, look at this.
To the embassy of Dr. Victor Von Doom to participate.
I can't remember this at all. This is basically brand new for me, although I've been on it. It was a number of years ago. Yeah, like I said, I still get a butterfly feeling from these drop towers, so when I get a Falcon Shooter, that's really going to send me over the top. But I'll do it anyway. You do get an adrenaline rush. Yeah, I'm not scared enough that I won't do them, but it's just, it's that feeling I got when I first started liking roller coasters. So yeah, it's nice and atmospheric in here, some great theming. Yeah, let's get on, Doctor Doom. I forgot about this room too. I thought I was getting on then, for some reason. Yeah, it's fantastic. Look at those up there. Amazing. Such a great queue line. They really know how to do their queue lines, don't they, Universal? With something as basic as 2 drop towers and shot towers, they really make it immersive. That was very fun, Doctor Doom's Fearful. I think that's only the second time I've ever done it. It's been a long time since I did that first ride. But I got the shot version. There's 2 towers, you probably know it is, but only one's operating, and the left one. It was a longer way than I anticipated. Just as I got in the queue, it said 10 minutes. I probably waited about 25-ish, something like that, approximately. But I got the shot version. I presume the other one is the standard drop tower. Yeah, a shot tower is so good, isn't it? You know it's coming, but you don't know exactly when. But it slowly lifts it up, and then boom, straight up. I wish you got another like big push instead of just dropping straight back down and then resetting. But yeah, it's very fun. Probably not worth the wait, but it looks good, doesn't it? The queue line looks good, the exterior looks good. It's just a shame you can see a bit of the backstage area, so it doesn't really get you immersed. You can hear the air there rushing. Yeah, fairly solid ride. After a lovely lunch, some chicken tenders and chips in the Captain American diner, I've come to look at some lovely views across the lagoon. Always love coming to this spot back at Islands of Adventure. It does get quite warm and quite bright here, so you may want to bring sunglasses if you ever walk around this area. But yeah, my mistake for not doing that, but here we are. Just look at the lagoon. You get a bit of a breeze. It's really warm today, don't get me wrong, it's quite hot, but it's nowhere near as hot as it the other days. At least it doesn't feel that way anyway. There's VelociCoaster. Oh, there it goes again, over its top hat. Lovely jubbly. You can just see Hogwarts in the background too. I'll zoom in a little bit. Because I don't know if it actually makes a noise when it zooms in. My old camera did that, so that's why I didn't bother really getting too many close-up shots of it. You see it going around its layout, its final turn before the Mosasaurus roll. Yeah, I showed you that earlier from the angle down there by the olive. Fantastic. Got Lost Continent over there. Not too much going on with that area, is there, recently? Hopefully they do something with it. There used to be a show there as well. We used to have Poseidon Sherry, which I never did, unfortunately, which is a shame. I really need to do more shows and more stuff like that. Hopefully I get the Born Spectacular done over at Studios at some point. And then you got Seuss Landing over there. And we're here at Marvel Superhero Island, right outside the Cobra Roll, the Hulk. And I love how it makes that noise, that it rolls or grattles or whatever it is as it launches out of the tunnel. It's such a fantastic area. And then the music as well. Big massive vertical loop. Hopefully it comes out of the tunnel as we're walking around. My timing's never on. I never get lucky timing. Yesterday when I went on it, I've been on it when just not on camera, and yeah, it was launching them like it seemed like every minute. That vertical loop is absolutely massive. There we go, there we go. I mistimed it. It's too quick for me. I can't keep up with this new camera. I'll try and get some better off-road shots here before I get on it. So yeah, let's get on Hulk, shall we? I've learned to ride Hulk quite well now. Normally I would have my head resting against the restraint, and that's not a good idea in them classic B&Ms because that does vibrate a lot, and it would be uncomfortable if I rode it like I used to, but now I lean forward a little bit, lean with the ride as it goes. Yeah, it's much more bearable. And there we go. I like how it makes that roar as it goes out of the tunnel. Yeah, that launch is fantastic considering its drive tyres. That first half is a standout for me in terms of the experience, roller coaster experience itself. After that, the second half is a bit lackluster. There we go again. I feel like the bit that wraps around the launch, the lift, doesn't do much for me. The same with the corkscrew afterwards, and the loop. It's just the second half seems a bit autocomplete maybe. The first half is brilliant. But it's just something about it I still can't help but feel like it's not my kind of thing really. I enjoy it when I ride it like I just did, but I also feel like it's not one of the best out there because of the vibrations. I don't know really, it's in the middle of the pack really. I like it and I don't like it in certain aspects, but it's great to look at off-ride as you see. Great effect as it comes out of the tunnel, and it's just aesthetically pleasing. I don't know if I got the word right there. Coaster, yeah. I'm glad they retracted it many years ago. It's a B&M sit down, and it rides okay for its age I suppose, but it is retracked, so yeah. Like I said, I love looking at the coaster. It's great to look at. I may not like this part of the ride after this turn around the left, then the corkscrew, but yeah, it's very aesthetically pleasing. I love the green. Look at the corkscrew down there. Not corkscrew, the cobra roll and the vertical loop. The netting does get in the way though, which is a shame. And I feel like, yeah, like I just said, this feels like autocomplete from this point onwards. Yeah, I'm sure they got something in mind for the future maybe. Although I do see this here for a long time. You can see here, they've got construction walls up at the moment. I don't know what they're doing here. I can't remember what's in front of the entrance before, to be honest. You've got storm force acceleration over there. Then the main entrance here, you've got the single rider and the main entrance going down one. Then you funnel off to the left for single rider, which is a bit different to what I'm used to. Yeah, got something in progress enhancement. This is another give you at the Hulk. Yeah, I love the green. I love how they retracked it and didn't just leave it. I can't imagine what it would have been like without the retrack. I never did it without the retrack, so yeah. I do like being in Landing. I just feel like it's a bit out of place. You know how I mentioned earlier, but I doctored it in. I think this feels out of place more than anything else. In its own right, it's a fantastic land, but I just feel like it's not very universal, even if they are the universal properties. Yeah, Cat in the Hat. It's an old ride system, 25 years old. Not quite as old as me, but it's simple, it's basic. The kids seem to love it. I rode it the other day, and the family in front of me, well, the parent and the kid loved it. So you do spin around a little bit on this one at one point. Yeah, it's always got a low queue as well. Oh, this hat here. Again, it's one of these things I don't know much about. I don't really know much about most rides and attractions. It's mainly roller coasters I've got more knowledge about, but I just appreciate good storylines, good themings as a casual fan. But yeah, 5 minutes. Always mainly got a 5 minute queue, so let's go, shall we? I like these. I like how the buttons are themed. It's a very nice queue line and all ACE. It's got happy music. You'll see this a lot in the ride. Obviously I can't show you, but if you somehow get to see inside the ride building. Yeah, a lot of places you can see the roof. It's like a lot of these dark rides, you can see that in your peripheral vision. But it is what it is. It probably cost them a lot of money to remove it, so yeah. But what they have in here in the queue line is very nice. Got some quotes on the wall. I'm sure people know what they are. Yeah, look at this. It's like you're entering a house. I know of Cat in the Hat, obviously. When I was a child, I must have read the book. There a book was there? I can't remember. But here we are at the station already. Always is quick to get on. That was a fun ride, but it just feels like it's not needed anymore, really. I really like it, but it's always got a short queue, like I mentioned this before I got on. And not many people seem to want to go on it. I don't know, people do get in the queue, but because the operations are really good, it just continuously run through them. And there's lots of people obviously walking past. So the entrance is just over there. You've got all the people walking past to the other kids' rides, but they seem to mostly walk past Cat in the Hat. It is a basic ride system. It is a tracked dark ride. You can see this system. There's a bit of spinning. The animatronics, they're kind of static. They do move in places, but it's mainly the eyelids and the arms move a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I feel like if they could update it and maybe more intricate animatronics, maybe they do a bit more, but maybe that costs a lot of money. And with the low wait times, and it's not very popular as it is it worth it for them? So yeah, I could see that going in the future, maybe, because it's always a low wait time. I've never ever seen it above, say, 20 minutes ever. And even then, it's probably not actually that wait time. So yeah, it's a colourful land, looks very pretty, but it seems like maybe they could use this space for something else, who knows?
Attention, please. Ride vehicles will begin.
Places, you're off and away. All the places you'll go, there is fun to be done.
The Circus Lagoon is the world's greatest show.
Oh wow.
On the face of the earth or wherever you go. Here in Ring 1, from the ocean of all, is a sight most amazing, a walrus named Rolf.
That's fantastic, this is. See the restaurant below us.
On top of 5 balls, 2 tennis, 3 golf. It's a marvelous trick if I say so myself.
Such a colourful restaurant.
And while this wild ruckusing goes on below,
Making me hungry.
Look, the star of the show. Great Daredevil Steve Hop. We like to hop. We like to hop on top of Hop.
Stop! You must not hop on Pop.
Do you like green eggs and ham?
I do. I like them, Sam. I like these green eggs and ham. Now the star-bellied Sneetches had bellies with stars. The plain-bellied Sneetches had none upon. The fix-it-up chappie kept fixing up Sneetches. Then when every last cent of their money was spent, the fix-it-up chappie packed up. And he went, He laughed as he drove his car up the beach. He'll never learn. No. You can't teach a Sneetch. But maybe...
That was a short ride, but you get some great views of the park. I don't know why I didn't go up that before. Obviously the story and stuff isn't for me, but it is what it is. You get some good views of the park. I just wish it was a bit longer, went about a bit more of the land maybe. But yeah, it's a pretty solid ride. Just wish it was a bit longer. I'm really frustrated with myself for not sitting beside the security. I understand it was some sort of show. Again, I've been many times and not actually experienced it. I've been meaning to do it. I always walk past in Lost Continent. But yeah, it looks very nice. It's still got the water running over there. I'm just wondering what they're going to do with it. I've heard rumours of Zelda, maybe, but who knows? Let's see what Universal do. They've got Epic Universe to worry about at the moment. They probably have already got the plans for this done already. We just don't know. Yeah, some great big set pieces, big theming. Yeah, it still looks great. Absolutely brilliant, so much fun. I just waited an hour and a quarter for that, included about a 5-minute breakdown on the start of the ride because of some restraining issue for somebody. But yeah, it's possibly worth it. Yeah, it is worth it, I reckon. I originally got in the queue thinking it was going to be 60 minutes, and then it had a couple of issues and it just delayed it a little bit, but it's still quite close to the 60 minutes, even with that delay. So I wish you could get more off-road shots of it. These are the only views you can get, really. If there was some sort of path underneath the ride, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, very fun ride. 2 rides so far. Hopefully I can get a night ride later on. I'm hoping it's not too long, the queue. If I could just get in about 7:30ish and it's on maybe an hour queue, then it'll be alright, get a night ride. Yeah, it looks brilliant, doesn't it? Just a shame you can't see much of it, and it's a shame obviously I can't take the camera in the queue with me, because I don't want to risk damaging it on the ride. Here it comes again. Yeah, it's an absolutely brilliant ride, theming right the experience. You've got the drop track, you've got all the animatronics, you've got HAGRID'S, you've got Fluffy, Devil's Snare, where the drop track is. The lighting in it is absolutely amazing. Even the exit, it's just fantastic. This size is like this, touches like this, you've got the lamp on there. I don't know if that lights up at night, because I've not actually ridden this at night yet. Or if that's just a prop or something. It just blends so well into Hogsmeade, doesn't it? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. One more ride on this beast, VelociCoaster. I have done a couple of re-rides off camera. One on here, I think I did one on HAGRID'S here. Did I tell you about HAGRID'S? I think I did. Getting exhausted. Lovely. Yeah, so I've had a bit of a break. I had a quick treat, like I had a chocolate chip cookie, which is pretty nice. From over by, it's in Seuss Landing by the trolley ride entrance. Yeah, I love coming back into this area. My third ride today, I've had 2 on HAGRID'S. This will be my third on here. And I need to get something from that, that's just reminded me. 35 minutes, which is not bad considering the rush of people coming over from studios that weren't doing Halloween, I was about to say Hollywood, Halloween Horror Nights. 35 minutes. I'll take that. It's probably less than that, to be honest. Because it said that earlier and it was back here. It's all the way up to the dinosaur statue, so yeah, pretty good. I've always adored this sequence here, how they tell you to do things. Or the lighting at the edge. You're probably getting bored of VelociCoaster now, aren't you? I suppose. I'm not.
So you need to remember that number, symbol, or color to retrieve your item.
Well, that ride on VelociCoaster didn't disappoint. It has an odd day. And I made the mistake of saying it was the third ride. Sorry, it was actually my 4th. Totally forgot. I did 2 in the morning for early entry. But here I am in Hogsmeade. It's much lighter on camera than it is in real life. Which is a shame with it, because it looks better on cam, look better for you. Oh, look at that sunset in the background. Right by the entrance to HAGRID'S. Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Bit of a mouthful. That is what it is. It looks very nice at night. I'm going to give it a quick walkthrough after I get out of the ride, because it will be past 8 o'clock by the time we've finished. 65-minute queue, I think it says, right over there. I do wish it lit up a bit more around the entrance right here. Maybe a few more lights. Yeah, let's get going. I can't take the camera, remember. I probably could, but I don't want to risk it in the pocket. So, 65 minutes. I waited an hour and a quarter earlier. They didn't have a couple of breakdowns, I've already told you that. So yeah, let's get going. Go and put our stuff in the locker, and I'll get on the ride. So there we go, one last ride on HAGRID'S. It's a fantastic coaster really, isn't it? Such an incredible ride. It's much better at night, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as special as I thought it would be, but oh my. It just feels better, doesn't it? A lot of rides feel better at night. I don't know if it is faster, but it feels a little bit faster. Those launches have a great kick to them. They are just better at night, aren't they? Especially when it's dark. I do wish the lights on the front of each car would tone down a little bit, but you need them kind of, don't you? Because it's part of the actual theming. I wish that was the case. And maybe a few more lights dotted here and there, but it doesn't have to be too many to ruin the immersion. But everything I've said positively about it in the day got that upped a little bit because of the nighttime aspect. It's just absolutely incredible. I did VelociCoaster in the dark, that's 100 times better at night. Well, maybe not 100, but it's the same with HAGRID'S. It's just elevated, isn't it? Rides like Tarrant I need to do in that as well, because I can imagine something like that is really good in a themed area, like the last two I've just mentioned. Great day today, I've done a lot today. It's not been busy at all. It's a Sunday, so maybe that's why. And a rush did come over from Universal Studios Florida, sorry, from Halloween Horror Nights, but it didn't really affect the VelociCoaster queue really. It was still 35 minutes when that happened, so I got one ride on that before I went over to HAGRID'S, waited around a bit, about quarter to 8 I got in. I switched to the single rider, and I got on in about 10 minutes, because the single rider wasn't past the stairs, so yeah, all good in the end. Yeah, and my day here at Hogsmeade is a fantastic area. I might show you a bit now, or no, I might have showed you a bit before this clip here, but it's absolutely amazing at night. I've never really seen it at night before. Maybe I have, but it's been years, so yeah, fantastic day. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.